Hi, my name is Angelina Crittenden. I'm a TA for the USC Young Scientists Program. I typically teach 4th grade at the Alexander Science Center School. Today, we're going to learn about and recreate some of the different types of fossils. What is a fossil? When you hear the word fossil, you probably think about dinosaur bones. Fossils are any preserved specimens from a living organism, including plants and insects. This can also include anything from footprints to a toy you've left behind. Fossils don't have to be bones. They can be evidence of life. These are two fossils of prehistoric creatures. The one on the left likely lived on land, and the one on the right likely lived in the sea. Not all fossils are the same. There are actually 4 types of fossils that we can find to see evidence of life. These are trace, mold, cast, and true-form fossils. Let's learn some more about each one. Trace fossils show the pattern of movement of an organism, like its footprints. This trace fossil shows the footprints of a prehistoric creature. It has long, pointy toes. I wonder where it was walking. Next are mold fossils. These show a negative space imprint of the organism. This mold fossil shows the impression left by a creature. It's very similar to handprints you might see from celebrities in Hollywood. Next, we have cast fossils. These show a positive space imprint of the organism. This can occur when a mold fossil gets filled with things like sediment or soluble minerals, which can harden and create a replica of the original organism. In this image, we see casts that could have been made from a fossil similar to our mold fossil in the previous slide. This is not the original creature, but a cast from its mold. Finally, we have true-form fossils. These are fossils that include the entire organism preserved. True-form fossils often include the bones or shells of the organism that's been fossilized. In this image, we see a true-form fossil that has been very, very well preserved. You can see all of the bones of the organism. Now that we know the types of fossils, we're going to make some of our own. We're going to recreate 2 of the types of fossils with materials you may have at home. You'll need Play-Doh, paper, crayons, or colored pencils, and a couple of leaves from outside. Please get a parent or guardian's help when you're gathering leaves. First, we're going to make our own trace fossil. We can do this with plain paper and Play-Doh. First, place some Play-Doh on your paper and flatten it out a bit. Like so. Now, press your hand or fingerprint on it for a couple of seconds to leave a trace. This shows a trace, which is evidence of life. Now, if you want to get creative, you can use small toys to leave footprints. I'm going to use my favorite dinosaur, Stanley. Look at Stanley's prints. Next, we're going to make a true-form fossil. There are 2 ways to do this. We could just put our friend Stanley in our Play-Doh and leave him be. He is technically a preserved creature in a fossil, but we're going to get even more creative. We are going to preserve a true-form fossil. We can do this with leaves, paper, and coloring materials. Take one of your leaves and place it under a plain sheet of paper. Next, use a crayon or colored pencil to shade over the leaf. Don't color too hard. You want to shade it lightly so you can get the patterns from the leaf to appear on the paper. Now, this one's a little bit tough to see, so we're going to move it around to another area and try again. Remember, you want to get that perfect balance of shading hard enough to see it, but lightly enough so that it doesn't just become green coloring. And now we have a preservation of our true form fossil. Now that we've finished our experiment, let's check out our scientist highlight of the week. This week we are remembering Mary Anning, a fossil hunter who found the first ichthyosaur in 1810. She was also given an annuity, or paid to work for life, at the British Association for the Advancement of Science, one of the first women to receive this honor. Her findings of several specimens led to the development of paleontology, or the study of dinosaurs. Thank you for tuning in this week. Make sure to check out our other videos on YouTube.